Alright everybody, today we're going to talk a little bit about the knife that's in this box, but more we're going to talk about maybe the knife market and kind of how I kind of look at it and what I kind of do and how I try to get the best deals I can, because some weeks I'll buy 2 or 3 knives a week, but I really need to come across good deals to make it worth my time. In this box right here, everyone likes these Bullet Shield, these Winchester Cartridge Series knives. Inside this one, we got the 29104. It's the Moose pocket knife. But we look at this. This thing is, it's in superb shape. It's got, of course, I put Wicked Wax on it and smear it in there really good. But this is all around a pretty good knife. Got the Tang stamp there. This side, I believe, has the model number on it. It's got the Cartridge Series on this side. And then on this side, it's got the model number and the year number. 29104, 1994. The only flaw I can really find on this knife, it's going to be we got this little divot right here underneath the pin. And then back here we got just a little bit of staining on the springs right here, but that would come off with some flits. I just haven't had time to do it, Spring, there is maybe some minor gappage up this way, but all in all, this is a pretty good little knife. And I don't know what that little divot right there is. You see it right underneath the brass pin. But people get on there and they sell this stuff, and on the old eBay, because eBay is where I got this one. But I mean, all around, I don't know if maybe when they were drilling the hole, they started and they were backed out and like, oh shit, because I don't think it happened from anybody else but the factory. But for what I paid for this, I'll take it. Kind of what I do is I just get on eBay and look around, and this does come with the box and the paperwork, and that's another big thing. I really like to have a box and some paperwork if they have it. But if we look at this knife, here's the one I got it off eBay. I got this knife for, I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's try to, $85. 85 bones is what I paid for this knife. Now, if we look at this kind of same knife that you're looking at, I got this on my watch list. There's one, the same knife, same box, $159. So this knife originally was on eBay. It had been on there for quite a while, and I think they had 110 on there, and it was make offer. I just made offer of $80, and they took it. And I'd say they took it because it had that little flaw there, and ain't the cleanest knife in the world, but for $85, I'll take this all day long. This with the box, and if I ever wanted to resell it, I'd be honest with someone and be like, hey, of course it won't have the stains on it by then, but I'd be honest and be like, hey, there's a little divot right there, but I'd definitely get my money back out of that, I believe, for $85. But if we look at kind of what I do is I just throw offers out there. There's another guy on YouTube, I forget who it was, maybe the Marshallist, I'm not sure, but the guy that does maybe the 1-minute knife reviews, but he just does the same thing I do. If it's like 120, he throws an offer of around $100. If they take it, they take it. If they don't, they don't. And that's kind of what I do. I don't like to hem haul back and forth, and I don't have time to sit and watch auctions all day long. Maybe at night when I'm getting ready for bed I do, but what I do is just kind of throw offers out there. And if they stick, they stick, and if they don't, they don't. Like this, the Shatton Morgan Congress. This is a beautiful knife. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this knife. This is a Series 16 Shatton Morgan, and we'll go over that knife later on. But the original price they had on that was $180, and I just threw out an offer for $150, and they took it. And it, kind of like right before Christmas, and you're kind of going to get a good deal, and it's going to sell for that. So You know, and I got the matching moose to go along with that Congress, so I'm going to try to build the set if I can, but that's just kind of what I do. And when I'm at the flea markets and I pick up a knife and it says $40 on it, I say I'll give you 30. I just try to get the best deals possible because I try to build up as much inventory as possible. That way I can make as many videos and hand more stuff down, you know, to my sons and to my grandchildren, you know. That's just what I like to do. This is my nice little hobby. That's kind of how I do it. Like this knife here, I think they had it on eBay, 50 bucks. I threw out an offer of 35. They took it. So I got that knife bought and shipped to me for $40. It ain't the greatest knife in the world, and I don't think these are the original scales, but a 45 through 55 Queen Bird and Trout for 35 or for 40 to me is not a bad deal. So that's just kind of what I do. That's kind of what I do to try to build as much inventory as I can, as quick as I can. You know, I'm not the best at it, not the worst, you know, but that's just kind of how I do it, you know. And they originally wanted, like I said, I think over 120 for this knife here with that flaw in it, but you know, I offered 85, boom, sent to me. There it is. So that's just kind of what you can do if you're wanting to build inventory, and maybe you don't have to go high-end bullet shield style knives like that and like this. And maybe you want to start with some smaller case knives or things like that, or even some smaller queens. Don't be afraid to get on eBay and just throw out some offers to people. You know, the worst they're going to do is just decline the offer. A lot of them will come back with a counter offer, and you can go back and forth with counter offers, but you know, I just like to play the game. You know, what are they going to do? Take my birthday from me for shooting a low ball offer? I don't know. I don't care. Here's a little queen penknife I got off eBay for, I think, $25. You know, this is just a nice little knife. It's a, what year is this? 1982. 1982, but this thing is in perfect condition. I wish it had a box. It doesn't, but you know, it's got the bone scales and just a beautiful, never touched knife. So yeah, it's a good one. But yeah, don't be afraid to get on there and play the game, guys. Play the game, because you think these people who are selling these things don't play games to get that much inventory. You know, they're going from sale to sale and putting lots together and going up to these people and be like, hey, I'll just give you $500 for the entire lot that's maybe worth $1,500, but they're there with cash and they're able to get them for that. Or people bring them into their stores or whatever, and they might bring them 15, 20 knives at a time that they don't have time to go through. They don't know what it is, and then they don't have time to actually sit there, inventory, and sell the stuff, kind of like we do. You know, me, I'm not selling, I'm just buying. I don't sell. I give away knives, but I don't sell them. But, you know, that's just a way to do it. Don't be afraid to get on there and shoot offers at people. Don't be scared of it. Do it. Like this knife right here. This knife in the box was in a bin at the bottom. It was at the bottom of a bin. Now this bin, this wooden box was like this, and it had probably 10 knives in it. This one was in the very bottom. I gave $10 for the entire bin of knives. You know, I gave $5 for this Queen Muskrat in the box. This thing is brand new, never been touched, never been sharpened. So yeah, don't be afraid to play the game. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.